My beloved child, I see you, I see exactly where you are right now, I see the weariness in your eyes, I see the exhaustion in your spirit, I see the heaviness in your heart, I see how close you are to giving up, how near you are to quitting, how ready you are to walk away, and I am shouting to you across the dimensions, I am calling to you through the noise, I am reaching out to you in the darkness, and I am saying stop, just stop. Do not take one more step toward giving up, do not make one more move toward quitting, do not entertain one more thought about walking away because you have no idea how close you are, you cannot see how near you are, you do not comprehend how imminent the breakthrough is, and if you give up now, if you quit at this moment, if you walk away at this point, you will miss it by inches, you will forfeit it by moments, you will lose it by seconds, and the regret that will follow, the pain that will come, the anguish that will settle when you realize how close you were, when you discover what was just around the corner, when you understand what was about to manifest, it will be devastating, it will be crushing, it will be unbearable, and I refuse to let that happen without warning you, I will not allow that to occur without stopping you, I cannot permit that to unfold without intervening, which is why I am speaking to you right now with such urgency, with such intensity, with such authority. Stop, do not dare give up now, do not even consider quitting at this moment, do not allow yourself to walk away at this point because you are so close, you are so near, you are so ready to break through, and everything you have been fighting for, everything you have been believing for, everything you have been contending for, it is about to manifest, it is about to appear, it is about to become reality, but only if you do not give up, only if you do not quit, only if you do not walk away, because the moment you stop pushing is often the moment just before the wall breaks, the instant you stop believing is frequently the instant just before the promise appears, the second you stop fighting is commonly the second just before victory comes, and the enemy knows this, he understands this, he has studied this pattern throughout history, and that is why he is attacking you so viciously right now, that is why he is pressing you so intensely at this moment, that is why he is overwhelming you so completely at this point, because he knows what you do not know, he sees what you cannot see, he comprehends what you do not understand, which is that you are right at the edge of breakthrough, you are standing at the threshold of manifestation, you are positioned at the doorway of victory, and if he can get you to give up now, if he can convince you to quit at this moment, if he can persuade you to walk away at this point, he wins, he succeeds, he accomplishes his goal of stopping what God was about to do, of preventing what heaven was about to release, of blocking what was about to break through, and I am exposing his strategy today, I am revealing his scheme right now, I am uncovering his tactic in this moment so that you will recognize what is happening, so that you will understand what is really going on, so that you will see through his attack for what it truly is, which is not evidence that you are failing but confirmation that you are succeeding, not proof that God has abandoned you but verification that heaven is about to move, not indication that you should quit but demonstration that you must press through, because the intensity of the warfare is always proportional to the significance of what is being birthed, the severity of the attack is always connected to the magnitude of what is coming, the weight of the pressure is always linked to the value of what is about to be released. Let me tell you what I see when I look at you right now, let me reveal what I know about your situation at this moment, let me show you what I understand about your circumstances currently, because you are looking at your situation and you are seeing failure, you are observing your circumstances and you are perceiving defeat, you are examining your condition and you are concluding that nothing is working, nothing is changing, nothing is breaking through, and based on what you see with your natural eyes, based on what you observe with your physical senses, based on what you perceive with your earthly understanding, your conclusion seems reasonable, your assessment appears accurate, your judgment feels justified, but I am telling you that what you see is not what is real, what you observe is not what is true, what you perceive is not what is actual, because you are looking at the natural realm but I am showing you the spiritual realm, you are observing the visible dimension but I am revealing the invisible dimension, you are examining the temporal reality but I am exposing the eternal reality, and in the realm you cannot see, in the dimension you cannot observe, in the reality you cannot examine, everything is moving, everything is shifting, everything is aligning, angels are working, demons are fleeing, circumstances are rearranging, people are being positioned, resources are being released, doors are being opened, and it is all happening right now, it is all occurring. At this moment, it is all taking place as I speak, but it has not yet manifested in the realm you can see, it has not yet appeared in the dimension you can observe, it has not yet materialized in the reality you can examine, and there is a gap, a space, a distance between when something happens in the spiritual realm and when it appears in the natural realm, between when breakthrough occurs in the invisible dimension and when it manifests in the visible dimension, between when victory is won in the eternal reality and when it is seen in the temporal reality, and you are in that gap right now, you are occupying that space at this moment, you are existing in that distance currently, and this is the most dangerous time, this is the most vulnerable point, this is the most critical moment because this is when people give up, This is when believers quit. This is when warriors walk away. Not because nothing is happening but because they cannot see what is happening, not because breakthrough is not coming but because they cannot perceive breakthrough approaching, not because victory has not been won but because they cannot observe victory manifesting. And the enemy knows this, he understands this, he exploits this, and he floods you with feelings of hopelessness, he inundates you with thoughts of defeat, he overwhelms you with emotions of despair, and he whispers, "See, nothing is happening. God is not moving, your prayers are not working, you should just give up, you should just quit, you should just walk away." And if you are not careful, if you are not vigilant, if you are not grounded in truth, you will believe him, you will agree with him, you will surrender to him, and you will give up right before your breakthrough. You will quit just before your victory, you will walk away moments before your manifestation. And that is what I am preventing today, that is what I am stopping. Right now, that is what I am interrupting in this moment by speaking to you with clarity, with authority, with urgency, and telling you, do not give up now, do not quit at this moment, do not walk away at this point, because breakthrough is coming, victory is near, manifestation is imminent, and if you will just hold on a little longer, if you will just stand firm a bit more, if you will just press through one more day, you will see it, you will experience it, you will witness it, and all the pain will have been worth it, all the struggle will have been necessary, all the warfare will have been preparation for this moment when heaven breaks through and everything changes. Now let me address the specific things that are making you want to give up, let me speak to the particular pressures that are pushing you toward quitting, let me confront the exact circumstances that are driving you to walk away because I know what they are, I see what you are facing, I understand what you are enduring, and first there is the exhaustion, the bone-deep weariness that makes everything feel impossible, that makes every task feel overwhelming, that makes every challenge feel insurmountable, and you have been fighting for so long, standing for so many days, believing for so many months, maybe even years, and you are tired, you are weary, you are spent, and every fiber of your being is screaming for rest, is crying for relief, is begging for this to be over, and giving up feels like the only way to get that rest, quitting seems like the only path to that relief, walking away appears to be the only route to ending this battle. But I am telling you that giving up is not rest, quitting is not relief, walking away is not ending, because if you give up now you will not rest, you will regret. If you quit at this moment you will not experience relief, you will encounter remorse. If you walk away at this point you will not end the battle, you will prolong the war because you will have to fight the same battle again, you will have to face the same test once more, you will have to go through this same process another time, and it will be harder then than it is now, more difficult later than it is today, more overwhelming eventually than it is currently. So instead of giving up, instead of quitting, instead of walking away, I am offering you something different, I am providing you another option, I am presenting you a better way, and that way is to find rest in me while continuing to stand, to discover relief in my presence while maintaining your position, to experience peace in the midst of battle while refusing to surrender, because I promised you that if you come to me when you are weary I will give you rest, if you take my yoke upon you when you are burdened I will provide relief. If you abide in me when you are exhausted I will renew your strength, and that rest, that relief, that renewal, it does not require you to give up your position, it does not demand that you quit your assignment, it does not necessitate that you walk away from your calling, it simply requires that you come to me, that you connect with me, that you draw from me. And as you do, as you position yourself in my presence, as you immerse yourself in my peace, you will find that supernatural strength rises, divine energy flows, heavenly grace empowers, and what felt impossible becomes possible. What seemed overwhelming becomes manageable, what appeared insurmountable becomes conquerable, not because the situation changed but because you accessed a source of strength beyond yourself, not because the circumstances shifted but because you tapped into a reservoir of power beyond your own, not because the battle ended but because you found grace to endure it. Second, there is the disappointment, the crushing realization that things have not turned out the way you expected, that circumstances have not developed the way you planned, that outcomes have not manifested the way you hoped, and you have been believing for something specific, you have been praying for something particular, you have been contending for something exact, and it has not happened, at least not yet, at least not in the way you expected, at least not in the timing you anticipated. And the disappointment is overwhelming, the disillusionment is crushing, the discouragement is paralyzing, and you are thinking, what is the point of continuing to believe if nothing happens? What is the purpose of continuing to pray if nothing changes? What is the reason for continuing to fight if nothing breaks through? And I understand that disappointment, I recognize that disillusionment, I acknowledge that discouragement, but I am also telling you that your expectations, while valid, are limited, your plans, while good, are incomplete, your hopes, while genuine, are constrained by your perspective, and I have something better than what you expected, I am doing something greater than what you planned, I am preparing something bigger than what you hoped, and if you will trust me through this disappointment, if you will believe me beyond your disillusionment, if you will stand firm despite your discouragement, you will eventually see that what I was doing was not ignoring your prayers but answering them in a better way, not rejecting your faith but redirecting it towards something greater, not denying your hope but developing it into something bigger, because my ways are higher than your ways, my thoughts are higher than your thoughts, and what you thought you wanted is nothing compared to what I know you need, what you believed you should have is insignificant compared to what I have prepared for you, what you hoped would happen is small compared to what I am about to do, but you will never see it if you give up now, you will never experience it if you quit at this moment, you will never receive it if you walk away at this point, because it requires you to trust me beyond your disappointment, to believe me despite your disillusionment, to stand firm through your discouragement, and if you can do that, if you will do that, if you choose to do that, then what is coming will exceed your expectations, surpass your plans, transcend your hopes, and you will look back and say, I am so glad I did not give up, I am so grateful I did not quit, I am so thankful I did not walk away because what God had for me was so much better than what I thought I wanted. Third, there is the isolation, the painful reality that you feel completely alone in this battle, that you sense nobody understands what you are going through, that you believe everyone else has moved on while you are still stuck, and you look around and you see others experiencing breakthrough, you observe others walking in victory, you witness others receiving promises, and you wonder why not me, you question what is wrong with me, you ask whether God has forgotten about me, and the isolation intensifies the exhaustion, the loneliness amplifies the disappointment, the sense of being alone multiplies the desire to give up, and I need you to know, I need you to understand, I need you to grasp, that you are not alone, you have never been alone, you will never be alone because I am with you, I have always been with you, I will always be with you, and I know it does not always feel like it, I understand it does not always seem like it, I recognize it does not always appear like it, but feelings are not facts, seeming is not certainty, appearing is not reality, and the reality is that I am closer to you right now than I have ever been, I am more present with you at this moment than you have ever experienced, I am more engaged with your situation currently than you have ever perceived because you are in the battle, you are in the war, you are in the fight, and I do not abandon my soldiers in the middle of combat, I do not desert my warriors in the midst of warfare, I do not leave my chosen ones in the thick of battle, instead I draw closer, I become more present, I engage more intensely, and if you will quiet the noise, if you will silence the accusations, if you will still the chaos, you will sense me, you will feel me, you will know me, and the isolation will break, the loneliness will lift, the sense of being alone will shatter, and you will realize that you were never fighting this battle by yourself, you were never standing on this ground alone, you were never enduring this trial in isolation because I was there all along, I have been fighting with you all along, I have been standing beside you all along, and I am not going anywhere, I am not leaving, I am not abandoning you, especially not now, especially not at this critical moment, especially not when breakthrough is so close. And if you are hearing this message, if these words are resonating with your spirit, if this truth is piercing through your exhaustion and disappointment and isolation, then I want you to do something right now. I want you to type in the comments below, I will not give up, not, I should not give up, not, I probably will not give up, but, I will not give up, present commitment, firm decision, unwavering determination. Because when you make that declaration, when you speak that commitment, when you state that decision, something shifts in the spiritual realm, something changes in the atmosphere, something breaks in the enemy's strategy, and you position yourself to receive the breakthrough that is coming, you align yourself with the victory that is near, you prepare yourself for the manifestation that is imminent. So go ahead right now, pause this message, go to the comments, type, I will not give up. And let that be your declaration to heaven, let that be your announcement to hell, let that be your commitment to yourself. And as you type those words, let them settle in your spirit, let them establish in your heart, let them anchor in your soul, because you are going to need that commitment tomorrow, you are going to require that determination next week, you are going to depend on that resolve when the next wave of attack comes. So declare it now, state it firmly, commit to it completely, and then come back and hear what happens next, what shifts when you refuse to give up, what changes when you determine to keep standing, what breaks through when you commit to press on. Now let me tell you what is about to happen. Let me reveal what is on the verge of manifesting. Let me show you what is moments away from breaking through, because you need to know, you need to see, you need to understand what you would miss if you gave up now, what you would forfeit if you quit at this moment, what you would lose if you walked away at this point. And here is what is coming, here is what is near, here is what is imminent. The financial breakthrough you have been believing for is about to manifest, the provision that seemed impossible is about to appear, the resources that were lacking are about to flow, and it is not going to be small, it is not going to be insignificant, it is not going to be barely enough, it is going to be abundant, it is going to be overflow, it is going to be more than sufficient, and when it comes you are going to remember this moment when you almost gave up, you are going to recall this time when you nearly quit, you are going to recognize This point when you considered walking away, and you are going to be so grateful that you did not, so thankful that you pressed through, so relieved that you kept standing. The relational restoration you have been praying for is about to occur. The reconciliation that seemed impossible is about to happen. The healing that appeared beyond reach is about to manifest. And it is not going to be partial, it is not going to be superficial, it is not going to be temporary, it is going to be complete. It is going to be deep, it is going to be permanent, and the relationship that is restored will be better than it was before it was broken. The connection that is healed will be stronger than it was before it was damaged. The bond that is renewed will be deeper than it was before it was severed. The physical healing you have been contending for is about to break through. The wellness that seemed elusive is about to appear. The restoration that felt distant is about to manifest, and it is going to be undeniable. It is going to be complete, it is going to be permanent, and doctors will be amazed. Tests will show improvement, symptoms will disappear, and you will be a walking testimony of my healing power, a living demonstration of my restoring grace, a breathing example of my miraculous intervention. The calling you have been sensing is about to be clarified. The assignment you have been feeling is about to be confirmed. The purpose you have been seeking is about to be revealed, and it is going to be bigger than you imagined, greater than you expected, more significant than you hoped. And when you step into it, you are going to understand why the preparation was so long, why the process was so difficult, why the testing was so intense, because what I am calling you to requires someone who has been refined, someone who has been proven, someone who has endured, someone who refused to give up when everything in them wanted to quit, someone who kept standing when every voice told them to surrender, someone who pressed through when every circumstance suggested they should walk away, and that someone is you. But only if you do not give up now, only if you do not quit at this moment, only if you do not walk away at this point. But I also need to tell you something else. I need to reveal something important, I need to make something clear, and it is this: even if the breakthrough does not come in the timing you expect, even if the manifestation does not appear in the form you anticipated, even if the victory does not look like what you imagined, you still cannot give up, you still must not quit, you still should not walk away. Because this is not ultimately about the breakthrough, it is not primarily about the manifestation, it is not mainly about the victory. This is about you, this is about who you are becoming through this process, this is about what is being developed in you through this battle, this is about the character that is being formed in you through this trial, and that character, that development, that formation, it is more valuable than the breakthrough, it is more significant than the manifestation, it is more important than the victory, because breakthrough can be lost, manifestation can be forfeited, victory can be surrendered, but character, true character, godly character, kingdom character, it cannot be taken from you, it remains with you, it stays in you, and it prepares you not just for this battle but for every battle ahead, not just for this trial but for every trial coming, not just for this test but for every test approaching. And when you understand that, when you grasp that, when you embrace that, then you can keep standing even when breakthrough delays, you can keep fighting even when manifestation seems distant, you can keep believing even when victory feels far away, because you know that something is happening in you that is worth more than anything happening around you, something is being built in you that is more valuable than anything being given to you, something is being established in you that is more significant than anything being manifested for you, and that something is the kind of person who does not give up, the kind of believer who refuses to quit, the kind of warrior who will not walk away, and that person, that believer, that warrior, is unstoppable, is unshakable, is undefeatable, not because they never face difficulty but because they never surrender to difficulty, not because they never encounter obstacles but because they never let obstacles stop them, not because they never feel like quitting but because they never actually quit. And I am building that in you, I am developing that in you, I am establishing that in you right now, through this very battle, through this very trial, through this very test that is making you want to give up. And if you will embrace it, if you will cooperate with it, if you will submit to it, you will emerge not just with breakthrough but with the kind of character that can sustain breakthrough, not just with victory but with the kind of strength that can maintain victory, not just with manifestation but with the kind of maturity that can steward manifestation. And that is what I am after, that is what I am working toward, that is what I am accomplishing. So do not give up now, do not quit at this moment, do not walk away at this point, because the process is not complete, the development is not finished, the formation is not done. And if you walk away now, you will forfeit not just the breakthrough but the character that was being built through the battle, not just the victory but the strength that was being developed through the warfare, not just the manifestation but the maturity that was being established through the trial. And now, as we move toward the conclusion of this message, as we approach the final word I want to speak over you, as we near the prophetic declaration I want to release to you, I want you to understand something clearly, I want you to grasp something fully, I want you to receive something completely. And it is this: I am not just asking you not to give up, I am commanding you not to give up. I am not merely suggesting that you keep standing, I am requiring that you keep standing. I am not simply inviting you to press through. I am demanding that you press through because you are not your own. You were bought with a price. You belong to me, and I have invested too much in you to watch you quit. I have deposited too much in you to see you surrender. I have called you to too much to allow you to walk away, and your decision whether to give up affects not just you, it affects everyone I have assigned you to reach, everyone I have anointed you to impact, everyone I have called you to influence. And if you give up, they do not get ministered to. If you quit, they do not get delivered. If you walk away, they do not get set free, because you carry something they need, you possess something they require, you hold something they must have, and only you can deliver it, only you can provide it, only you can release it, which is why I am speaking so forcefully, why I am commanding so directly, why I am requiring so clearly. Do not give up, do not quit, do not walk away, not for your sake alone, but for the sake of all those whose deliverance is connected to your endurance, whose freedom is linked to your faithfulness, whose breakthrough is dependent on your refusal to surrender. So stand for them, fight for them, press through for them, because they are counting on you even though they do not know it yet. They are depending on you even though they have not met you yet. They are waiting for you even though they cannot see you yet, and you cannot let them down. You must not fail them. You will not abandon them, because that is not who you are, that is not what you do, that is not the kind of person I have made you to be. You are the kind who stands when others fall, who fights when others flee, who presses through when others give up. And today is not the day you change that. This moment is not the time you quit. This point is not when you walk away. Today is the day you dig deeper. This moment is the time you stand firmer. This point is when you press harder. And breakthrough comes, victory manifests, promises are fulfilled, not just for you but for all those who are connected to you, assigned to you, waiting for you. But before I release you to go and stand, before I send you forward to fight, before I commission you to press through, I need you to do one more thing. I need you to subscribe to this channel if you have not already, because the message you received today is powerful. The word that was spoken to you right now is transformative. The truth that was delivered to you in this moment is life-changing. But tomorrow the enemy will attack this word. Next week he will challenge this truth. Eventually he will attempt to make you forget this message, and you are going to need ongoing reinforcement. You are going to require continued encouragement. You are going to depend on regular reminding, and this channel is one of the primary tools I am using to provide that ongoing word, that continued support, that regular prophetic insight. So your subscription is not just about following content. It is not merely about supporting a creator. It is about positioning yourself to keep receiving what you need to keep standing, what you require to keep fighting, what you must have to keep pressing through. So go ahead and subscribe right now. Let it be one more act of commitment. Let it be one more declaration of determination. Let it be one more statement of refusal to give up, and then go stand, go fight, go press through, knowing that you are not alone, that I am with you, that breakthrough is coming, that victory is near, that manifestation is imminent, and that everything you have endured has been preparation for what is about to be released. Now hear this final word, hear this concluding declaration, hear what I am speaking over you as you make the decision not to give up, as you determine to keep standing, as you commit to press through. You are going to make it, you are going to break through, you are going to overcome, not because you are strong enough in yourself but because my strength is being perfected in your weakness. Not because you are capable enough in your own ability but because my grace is sufficient for every situation. Not because you have what it takes naturally but because my spirit is empowering you supernatural. And from this day forward, from this moment onward, from this point ahead, you refuse to give up, you refuse to quit, you refuse to walk away, and that refusal, that determination, that commitment, it shifts everything. It changes the trajectory, it alters the outcome, because when you refuse to give up, hell takes notice. When you determine to keep standing, heaven responds. When you commit to press through, breakthrough is released, and what the enemy meant to destroy you becomes the very thing that develops you. What he intended to defeat you becomes what trains you for greater victory. What he designed to make you quit becomes what proves you cannot be stopped, and you are unstoppable, you are unshakable, you are undefeatable, not because nothing can hurt you but because nothing can make you quit. Not because obstacles never come but because obstacles never stop you, not because warfare never intensifies but because warfare never causes you to surrender, and the breakthrough that is coming, the victory that is near, the manifestation that is imminent, it will be worth everything you endured, it will justify everything you suffered, it will validate everything you pressed through, and you will look back on this moment when you almost gave up, this time when you nearly quit, this point when you considered walking away, and you will be eternally grateful that you did not. Infinitely thankful that you pressed through, immeasurably relieved that you kept standing, because you are about to see what I can do with someone who refuses to give up. You are about to experience what I can accomplish through someone who will not quit. You are about to witness what I can manifest for someone who refuses to walk away. So go now, go with renewed strength, go with fresh determination. Go with unwavering commitment and do not give up, do not quit, do not walk away. Because breakthrough is coming, victory is near, manifestation is moments away, and you, my beloved warrior, you are about to experience it all, so stand, fight, press through, and watch what I do.